Hello everyone, welcome to the show GEAY, a podcast called GEAY, where the host is gay, but the topic doesn't have to be. But it might be this time. Mm-hmm. My name is Simon, and this time I am joined by...
Austin.
Taylor.
The usual crew. I feel like this is going to be like a regular thing, where we either have this crew in a new location, or a guest in a location we've been before.
How is that gonna work? Like, if I'm ever here again, where are we going?
We haven't been to Austin's house yet.
That's very true.
A lot of room in that place.
There's a lot of room, and I really like your living room, and I wanted that to be like our main set for the longest time, but I don't know.
There's a lot of fish there.
There's a lot of fish there.
Yeah.
Now they're not like in the middle of the room, so
yeah.
You know.
A lot of them died. So.
There's still a future. A lot of them died.
Oh yeah, most of them died.
Well, they had a bunch of babies, so.
Those are alive. That's good.
You fish had babies?
Yeah. I bought them, and the person was like, "Yeah, do you want to have like 2 girls, 2 guys?" I'm like, "Please, I don't want to have babies." Well, you know, damned if you do, I suppose, because all I have is babies now because the other ones died.
It's tragic.
It's tragic, and I kept like the advice I kept getting was that they're gonna die on their own because fish don't live. They've all survived and they're thriving. Like they eat so much, and it's just I don't know what to do with them.
Stop feeding them.
Well, this thing is that I mean, part of me and a lot of I think people's opinions are like they're just fish, throw them away, right? Just flush them, but I can't kill these babies. So I think I can give them away though to a fish store, and they'll take them.
That's
nice.
Probably a good plan.
A good solution.
Good solution
for a very bad problem.
I'm gonna be visiting Austin soon. Austin, Texas, not you.
Yeah.
In February, end of February.
Wow.
Wait.
Yeah, this is what I wanted to wait until I talked about on the podcast.
Wow, what a reveal.
So, Pike U is a conference that happens every semester. It's a fraternity.
What about Unifrat?
Mm-hmm.
Unifrat?
I don't know what that is.
Are you
I am in a frat. And so Pike U is just like this conference. In the fall, it took place in Omaha, which is where I live, so it was easy. But it was also during Extra Life, so I didn't really go to it. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go to the one that's the spring, and that's from February 23rd to the 25th, and it's in Dallas. And on the 23rd, Rooster Teeth is having a fan meetup. So I'm going to try to go down early, and then just spend the 23rd in Austin.
Wow.
And then finish the weekend in Dallas, and then come back.
You're committed.
I'm committed. I already bought the ticket to the fan event, but I haven't bought the ticket to the Pike U yet.
Well, I think you know that no matter what, you will be going. So.
Yeah.
Are you actually going to do the work for this Pike U?
Well, I have to. I don't have an excuse not to this time. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. We have like 14 people going to this Pike event, and we're still trying to figure out how we're going to get everybody there. Because I want to drive separately so that I can go to Austin on my own. Mm-hmm. But they all want to get rent 2 vans, and I'm just like, oh, you can do that. I'm still gonna try to drive separately.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they wouldn't get a bus for that many people, to be honest.
I don't.
A minibus.
It would have to be the cost would have to be split between the 14 of us.
I mean, still, a bus is not that much.
I don't know. I guess I don't know.
You gotta look into it. I mean, I mean, 2 vans would be fine too. But if you're thinking of doing a 3rd vehicle for yourself, I don't know if that. Basically, what you're saying is you want to drive basically alone while everyone else does 2 vans.
I don't want to be alone, but I just want to be able to have my car so I can go from Dallas to Austin alone.
Yeah.
Well, how will they get back? I guess I don't know how. What's the plan for them to return?
So in my head, I would be in my car with 3 other people.
Yeah.
And everybody else would be in whatever van they get.
Yeah.
We'd all drive down to Dallas. I'd drop them off, the people that I have, at the hotel. Yeah. Then I would drive to Austin, come back that night, finish, do the Saturday in Dallas.
Okay, so this Pike thing is throughout, it overlaps.
Yeah.
I did not know this. Okay. Yeah. Cool. Makes sense.
Well, if you don't want to drive alone, who are you going to drag with you to the event? If you're driving down.
From Dallas to Austin.
I'll go from Dallas to Austin alone.
Okay.
It's only 3 hours. But the 10 hours to Dallas, I don't want to do that alone.
It's a lot to be with yourself.
Yeah.
Silent.
I don't have enough. I do have enough music, but
How long is that playlist now?
I slimmed it down.
Really?
I cut out 100 songs.
Wow.
Yeah. I went through. It's just I skip this song every time it comes up. Why is it still here?
Yeah. I saw a picture on Twitter. It was I now made the perfect playlist. Next.
Yeah, I saw that too. It's
Yep.
pretty good. There's something else I wanted to talk about. I got a job.
Mm.
Yeah, big thank you. But I might have gotten 2 jobs on accident. That are both the exact same job but at 2 different companies.
You might want to double check that contract.
So, I applied to this job at KETV. It was operations technician, and basically that's just cameraman for a local news station. It's cameraman. It's upkeeping the studio, making sure it's clean.
Mm-hmm.
Involved driving the news van.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple other things. There were like 5 duties total that he was telling me that position would have. And so, I applied for that one, like the end of December. Had my interview beginning of January, but they have like this new system for how they like hire people online, and he's like been having troubles getting it to work just because it's new and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't hear back from that until like a week ago, and so he was just like, basically, it's down to you and this one other person for this job. I just wanted to call, just to like make sure that like you would be the right person for this.
Mm-hmm.
And so I pled my case. A couple days later, I get the email. I decided to pick you. Fill out this background check, and then once that's processed and everything, assuming everything on that is okay, you'll get the formal email saying that you are offered the job.
Mm-hmm.
Well, on Tuesday morning at 8 o'clock, I applied for another job. And because I hadn't heard back with the background check stuff yet, so I applied for this other job at Scripps, which is a little further west, in western Omaha.
Okay.
And it's a KMTV, and it's news production technician or something.
Okay.
And it's basically the exact same job except for like the news van. I don't know if there's a news van I'd be driving, but that wasn't in the description, so I assume that's the only difference. What have I done? Is it still recording? I think it is. Yes, it is. Okay. My bad. I hit a button. So I applied for this job. That morning, I get the email back, hey, like 3 hours later, I get an email, I think you'd be a good fit for this job.
Jeez.
Can we give you a call sometime soon? And I said, yeah, sure. So I get a call. It's basically like a phone interview. And I'm just sort of like, this is what I did at UNO-TV.
Mm-hmm.
This is what I'm doing in my major that sort of relates to this job. So he's like, okay, cool. I'd like for you to come in for like an in-person interview, and also so you can watch one of our broadcasts to see how it works.
Okay.
And so that is this Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So if I get both of these jobs, I don't want both.
Right, you're a little overpacked anyway.
Yeah. And so I don't know which one to choose.
Do you think that your background check is going to come up bad?
Well, I have like some speeding tickets that are like 1.5 years, 2 years old.
Are you kidding me?
No one gives a shit about misdemeanors.
But I'll be driving a news van, so I feel like that might matter.
Well, I mean, as long as it's not points to your record, like if you don't have points on your license, you're fine.
I do, because those points don't come off until those tickets are 3 years old.
Hmm.
But
Well, we'll see.
yeah,
The other one's not driving, right?
as far as I know,
Yeah.
it wasn't in the job description.
Yeah.
Well, smart. I mean, just whatever one that you don't get, just be like, peace. Or whatever one you don't want, basically.
What if I get both of them?
Yeah, just say one to peace to one.
I mean,
Which
you're going.
one?
Whoever pays less.
Well, you're going.
Awesome.
You're going to the one on Wednesday, so you'll get some insight on like what that one's like, and if you don't like it, then just go the other.
Yeah.
But also, I would definitely try to see what the other one's like as well, because that way, if you like, can get a little taste of both.
The first one, I already know 3 people that work there.
Yeah.
That's sort of how I got the interview.
Who?
Ellie, she was on our
Yeah.
podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And a couple other people I worked with at UNO-TV work there now.
Does little G?
No, she works at WOWT,
Oh.
which is like, these are like the 3 main competitors in Omaha.
Yeah.
And I went with Lillian to her her Christmas party for
Mhm.
her like company has like a holiday party, and so I met like the CEO of WOWT, and I met like Lillian's supervisor, and they liked me and they wanted me to apply for like an internship, And I just, in the back of my head, I was just like, yeah, but you don't pay your interns.
Oh, that's a big deal. Yeah, that's a deal breaker.
Yeah. So Lillian really wants me to work with her, like, a lot. And I feel like she's probably not going to talk to me if I take one of these jobs.
Oh my
which, you know,
God.
like, you gotta make some sacrifices. But
Oh my gosh. I mean, one is like, you need an income. I don't...
right, that's the thing.
Inexcusable.
I've gone 6 months without a job, and now I have the problem with I have too many jobs, and I don't.
Right.
It's a very nice problem to have, but
Certainly shifted.
yes,
Wow.
big shift. So hopefully I'll be working soon. And the only issue, I mean, it's not really an issue because in the grand scheme of things it doesn't matter, but because I'm getting a job so close to spring break, I don't think I'll be able to take off and go anywhere for spring break. So I probably won't be able to go to like South Padre or Florida.
I mean, that's a bummer, but at least it's a career move and not for like, you know, you're working at like
Florida,
McDonald's.
I'm not fucking Florida.
But some people wanted to go to Florida.
What?
I don't know. A bunch of people are going to Mexico. Thought about that too. I have my passport, so I mean, like, why not use it?
True.
Are you watching The Amazing Race, TJ?
I have not started yet.
There's like 5 episodes.
I know. And the last...
I already have.
No, lie. We saw each other when I was at Kate's. So you have seen me this year.
That's true. Good job.
Because, yeah, you talked to me about episode 1 and 2 that day.
Mm-hmm.
About how if we were on the show, we would have failed episode 2.
But we would have definitely won episode 4. Because
Really?
it was another head-to-head,
Ooh.
but it was like a lawn game. It was basically cornhole.
Oh, please.
Yeah.
What?
It was like cornhole mixed with like curling, kind of. You both teams had like these like 5 or 6 silver balls.
Sure.
And there was like a red ball that was like a marble out like some distance away. And so first team goes, they throw their ball. Second team goes, they throw their ball. Whoever's closer is winning. And so whoever's further away has to throw until they either get closer or they run out of balls. And first team to run out of balls,
Wait,
whoever's closer at that point wins.
To a hole or to like...
It's not. It's like it's just like a little marble you have to get close to.
So
And
it's
you
bocce
get-
ball.
It's bocce ball.
It's bocce ball.
But they didn't call it that.
But it's bocce ball.
I guess they don't know what bocce ball is.
Well, I think bocce ball usually use like croquet hammers, and so it's probably you throw this instead of...
Yeah, it's like underhand toss.
Well, I mean, I played bocce ball where it's like a little white ball, you throw it, and then like you actually have to roll a ball and you get as close as you can without touching it.
Sure.
That's bocce ball to me. But
Regardless, it was a frat game, and we would have been perfect for that.
yeah, of course.
Wow. As long as you made it past episode 2 and 3 and 1.
I mean, we could have made it past episode 2 if we went up against one of like the weaker teams, which we probably would have had to.
I mean, eventually.
Yeah, I mean, and then what else? I'm sure we would have got lost somewhere. Because there have been teams that have gotten pretty lost so far. I'm sure we would have been one of those teams.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And where were the locations at so far?
So far they've been. Oh, I don't remember where they went. Oh, they went to Iceland, and then
nice.
they went somewhere in Europe. I don't remember. Then they went to Africa, and then they went to France. I think they've gone one more place. I don't remember.
I'm glad you were able to give me the continents. That's, you know, narrows it down a little bit. But
Well, Africa they went to. It starts with an M. It's like right at the north.
Mali?
No. Is that the? I want to say Morocco.
Oh, yeah, Morocco.
Morocco. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the city, I think.
Yeah. They.
See, the big issue is I agree with him that we probably would get lost because if anything that like involves like traveling without people would be driving, it'd be me, just because I also don't drive stick, so like more cases than not that happens.
Okay.
Simon is just a bad navigator with maps, so and he would have to be doing that as I was driving.
Right.
So
Are you allowed to drive in these countries?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like most of the legs of the race, you're taking taxis and stuff,
Yeah.
but they usually throw in like 2 or 3 self-driving legs.
Hmm.
One of the teams are IndyCar drivers, and so they are like way better at navigating than anybody else.
I don't even know why you would compete if you just aren't good at navigating.
Right.
Like,
The shtick this season seems to be just like competitive teams.
good.
And so that's why they have the head-to-heads. It's just natural competition.
Mm-hmm.
in its basic form.
I'm very competitive.
There was like competitive in like their jobs. Like there were these competitive food eaters, IndyCar racers, team from Big Brother, the show.
Yeah.
Skiers.
Competitive skiers. Okay.
I don't know. I feel like there was NBA players, retired NBA.
Yeah.
They're out. they were like super old. Like one of them was like super old.
Cool.
Fair.
Yeah. But yeah, so the theme seems to be just like people who do competition for a living.
Do you think we'll have a chance?
I mean, honestly, I think the only reason we didn't get it is because we're under 21. Because already 2 of the legs of the race you had to drink alcohol.
Oh.
And so.
But
like,
also was in other countries.
Right. I figure like it probably doesn't matter because we're in a different country and it's probably not 21 there.
Maybe like.
But like since it airs in
Yeah.
America,
Yeah.
it might be an issue.
People have
If it's an American contract, it's usually hard to get the full American policies.
But hey, I mean, I'm 21 now. You're 21 soon. It's fucking snowing.
They're gonna try to film. I heard they're gonna try to film 2 seasons this year.
Ooh, exciting.
Yeah, we'll apply again.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do we have to reapply or is our application?
We have to
still in?
reapply.
Okay. I don't know if it was like per season or like if you usually apply once and like your application's just always in there.
I'm checking the website, see if they update it. We
Okay.
haven't.
This is serious.
Cool. No, we're gonna do this.
Yeah. You should watch this season. It's like fine.
Mm-hmm.
There's only like 2 teams that I really like, and there's one team I'm rooting for just because I picked them at the starting line. I'm like, I'm gonna root for that team.
Really, and they're still in.
Yeah, they just won the most recent leg.
Oh, nice.
But like they kind of have weird communication issues.
Yeah.
Where like the woman, it's a man and a woman that are dating, and the woman is just she cries a lot, and that would be like really stressful for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
But he seems to be fine with it, and they haven't done very well, but except they won the most recent one.
Okay.
That's the other thing. This is the first season where each of the 5 episodes a different person has won.
Ooh.
It's the first time it's ever happened, where there hasn't been a repeat winner.
Good.
So it's very level playing field.
This is season 30, right?
Season 30.
Okay.
I like Team Well Strung because they're attractive and I think they're gay, even though they haven't said it yet. That's the implication. And then I like Team Yale because they look exactly like Bank and Ashton from last season. I know that doesn't mean anything to you.
Gotta love Bank and Ashton.
Everybody did, except for the people that they raced against.
Okay,
Not
I
a
see
fan.
that.
Wow.
Yeah, they look like some Yale kids.
Yeah. And they're like really smart. Like she knew like Arabic. She could speak Arabic.
Okay.
Wow, she must be a genius.
I'm just saying.
To know a language. Whoa.
They went to Morocco, and like the main language there is Arabic, and there's like some French and some Spanish. So most of the teams were like fine, but she was just like she could get the communication so much faster than everybody else.
Right.
And I feel like if you're gonna study a language, you're gonna study like French and Spanish. But the fact that she just had all this extra information because she put the time in when she was in school really helped. They're not very physical. Although they can do physical things, but that's where they struggle the most. They almost got out in the first head-to-head challenge that was like purely physical obstacle course. And they also, in one of the most recent episodes, it was a roadblock, so she had to like take a sailboat out to a buoy and grab the clue. She could not get the sailboat to work, and it chipped her tooth. like the wind flipped the thing around and it hit her in the face and chipped her tooth. She eventually got it, but they got there like 3rd, and she left like 2nd to last.
Wow. Okay.
So yeah, physical things not really their forte.
Yeah.
You don't say.
But yeah, I'm excited. I think it's a good season. A lot of people always complain just because it's not edited the same way as they used to be. There's not a lot of like in airport drama,
Right.
even though like there used to be, and that was like a lot of people really like that stuff. But I think it's fine.
Right. Well, things are happening.
I like how the
boom.
first team eliminated were models.
Oh yeah, that's usually how it goes.
Goat yoga moms?
Yeah, they did not get along. Like they own like a company together. It's these 2 friends, and like they do yoga, and they have like goats stand on people's backs and stuff.
Right.
So they call it goat yoga. So it was quirky, so that's probably why they got on. They complained and argued with each other so much, and I don't think they're friends anymore.
I love it. I mean, that's why they're on the show. Good job.
Right?
Hey, at least
People wanted them to stick around because they were so just like, oh my god, they're so bad at this.
I'm noticing
We're the goats.
Team Extreme is very consistent, top 3.
Yeah, they're the last. So Goat Yoga and the Models
Mm-hmm.
were both female teams, and Team Extreme is female. So there were 3 female teams, and like in the past, only like 5 all-female teams have won the whole thing. So now there's only 1 left, and they're like the best team so far. They're the skiers.
Mm.
Yeah, I'm looking at them.
So yeah, they're good too. I would root for them if they were in the final 3. A lot of people like the Team Big. Sorry, we're talking a lot about the Amazing Race.
Is this them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are the skiers. Yeah, we'll stop talking about it just because we've spent probably like 10 minutes doing that.
Yeah, you said you had a lot of shit you want to talk about.
I did. To get to the gay portion of gay, I saw Call Me By Your Name 3 times in theaters.
Wow. Did you cry every time?
I haven't. So define cry.
A liquid formed around your ear or your eyes and poured out.
And it poured out?
Yeah.
I haven't ever cried. I've teared up
Okay.
every single time.
Well, have you wiped away the tear before it came out? Because that's my question.
I don't think so.
We
I
did
think
once.
it's just. Oh.
I can confirm that when I saw it.
Okay.
Would you rather me read it on here myself as you talk about it?
I would
or-
rather you see the movie.
Yeah,
Okay.
Don't read.
Do you want to like fill me in on what it's about? Like
Gay
quick.
people.
Okay,
It's about first love and heartbreak.
Okay.
Yeah, I would agree. It's obviously very sensual. Like there's a lot of touching and everything that is
The
done.
food is very erotic.
Yeah, it's just very erotic. Like, but in a like a more classical Hellenistic sense, not
Right.
just it's not pornographic.
Yeah.
Except for one scene. But anyway, that besides that one
Besides
scene,
that,
we are very much just sort of like
Mhm.
not. I saw a description of it that said this is first and foremost this is a family film. I wouldn't quite go that far, but it is. It's not just in a really again pornographic way. It's not 18 plus kind of way, which is nice.
Yeah, it's very tasteful.
Tasteful, and the colors are so beautiful,
Mhm.
and the movement is so interesting.
The director, Luca something, I don't know how to pronounce the last name, so it's with a G.
Mm-hmm.
He said this is the 3rd installment of his Desire trilogy. Movies that they're in like the same universe, but they don't affect one another.
Okay.
First one being I Am Love. Second one being I don't remember. If you could look it up, just look up. Yeah, his movie between this and I Am Love. But so he made these 3 movies
Mm-hmm.
about desire, and I haven't seen I Am Love, but I've heard really good things about it.
Okay.
It's
Is
very
it
grand.
A bigger splash?
Yes, A Bigger Splash.
Okay.
So yeah, I want to go back and watch his first 2 movies now.
Okay.
This movie's like, it's not perfect, but it's damn near close.
Yeah, because what you give it a 9, right?
I gave it a 9, and I seriously considered a 10, but you brought up some things, and I've seen it a few times now. There's still just some things I just don't get.
Right.
But they're not nearly enough to outweigh like all the great things about this movie.
I would agree. Like the movie definitely, personally, I felt very affected by it, and continually I'm affected by it.
Right. I haven't thought about a movie so much since probably I saw A Single Man.
Well, I would agree. Like it's very evocative and very, I don't even know, existential in a lot of ways, which is weird because like it doesn't really, things that happen aren't really that existential. It's just too real in a way, but not in a like life is really 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 this way. It's like a moment, just a few hours that just really kind of, it's how you would experience something in your adolescence, and it's like experiencing it all over again. And just watching it happen is interesting. I mean, I would not praise it as highly as you do, and I've only seen it once, but
And that's I'm totally fine with that.
oh yeah, me too. I mean, I know a lot of people that really really like this movie, and the reasons that I dislike it, I don't think are anything that really just sort of damages the movie.
It's at the Ross.
Yeah, and
Thanks.
Just looking at movie tickets. Oh, the Best Picture. Sorry, never mind.
I don't know what about it.
The Best Picture Festival. I saw a glimpse that they posted about that. I don't think I can go to it this year. Because I think the 2 weekends that it's basically they show all the Best Picture nominees in theaters again.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like 4 movies one Saturday, 5 movies the next Saturday. And I think the 4 movies are when I'm in Dallas, and the 5 movies are formal. Like, are Pike formal.
Sounds like you're going to have to skip a lot of important events for these movies.
Yes, you would be in Dallas.
Yep.
First day, and March 3rd.
March 3rd is formal. Do you know what movies are playing on March 3rd?
Let me see if it lists them. Yeah. For March 3rd, it is 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Darkest Hours,
Ooh.
Dunkirk, The Shape of Water.
Okay, I can probably go to the first 2 that day. I haven't seen Darkest Hour, and I haven't seen Phantom Thread, and I haven't seen The Post. Don't really care about The Post, but I'll watch it just because it's nominated. I've heard good things about Phantom Thread. I've also heard, like, boring things about Phantom Thread.
Yeah.
So it might just be another case of all the money in the world. Which, you know. And then Darkest Hour, I just want to watch for Gary Oldman's performance. He's going to win Best Actor. He won the Golden Globe and he won the SAG Award.
Interesting, because I've heard a lot of people criticize that movie where they've all said to me, or I've heard, that he doesn't really play a character, he plays Gary Oldman.
Interesting. Okay, I guess I don't know who Gary Oldman is.
Isn't that his actor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't
yeah,
know.
I see. Yeah. I mean, I haven't seen it either, so if it's something that is so obvious, I don't think people are that aware of him either.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, I think it's really interesting, these picks for Oscar nominations this time. They all just seem like movies that would be, like, the one out of most, like, collections of Oscar nominations.
Yeah.
Like, and it's mostly those this time. Like, Shape of Water. That's unbelievable to me that's, you know, Lady Bird, Call Me By Your Name. All these things are just sort of, like, you know, secondary movies.
Mm-hmm.
I would expect more things like The Post to kind of be...
Right?
Yeah.
Those, like, Oscar baity, based on a true story.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing really special about them. They're just, like, you know...
Nothing can happen.
People like them because, like, this is a story that needs to be told.
Yes, and Meryl Streep and Tom Hanks are in this.
Right. I hope it doesn't win anything.
Wow.
Would you have to buy the tickets, like...
I have to buy the full ticket.
Like,
you can't buy it for a movie, no.
You can't buy your movie pass thing?
No. That only works for, like, normal 2D screenings. Nothing special, nothing 3D, nothing IMAX.
I hate 3D. I'm going to say it.
Yeah, I haven't seen a 3D movie since...
I think the last movie I saw in 3D was Avatar.
I don't even think I saw Avatar in 3D. That might not be true.
I feel like you had to have.
It's
Right?
literally the one, only the best.
It's like the last movie that is, like...
good in 3D.
You need to see it in 3D.
I think that's the only movie that's ever been really made with that in mind. To
Right.
be honest, I'm gonna throw that out there as a
second
statement.
one's coming out.
Yeah, eventually, that'd be nice.
There is, I can't remember, I don't know who it is because I just saw my friend's Snapchat story yesterday, but they were at West Side, and apparently someone's show is Avatar themed. Like, her story was, I just saw an Avatar themed show, and I'm gonna tell you, it's not about the Last Airbender.
Oh.
Was it good?
Her face was not very...
Why?
Hopefully
The
interesting.
Avatar is not really a good movie. Like, it's
Well,
cinematically it's great, but like...
I don't think it's intended to be a good story. Or, like,
Oh, yeah.
a thoughtful story. It's just supposed to be a basic story where we can show off this extravagant CGI.
No, you're totally right. But I feel as though, like, you know, people... Like, why would you make it into a show, for example? Like, why would you do extra stuff with it?
Yeah.
Because it's, like, Avatar Last Airbender. Perfect idea. That, you know, they already did that in the show. At the very end. It's awesome. Like, but, you know, you just have something that's just so, like, uninspired. And you can't visually also repeat it because it's solely really good with that 3D effect that you can't really do in real life.
Yeah.
Why would you do it? And also, people don't care about it. Like, people don't talk about it anymore.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's known as, like, the 3D movie, but what else? You know?
Yep.
I've only seen 2 of these Best Pictures.
I've seen all but 3.
Wow. Good for all
Which
of
2
you.
have you seen?
Get Out and Dunkirk.
Yep. Those are the ones that everybody's seen. A lot of people...
I wanted to go see Darkest Hour, but then I think the person I was going to go with canceled at the last second, so I was like, oh, well, it's fine.
You should definitely go to that if you have the time to, and at least try to see 3 Billboards, Call Me By Your Name, and Lady Bird, I guess.
I mean, I know a lot of these films are really good, so I'm honestly kind of debating whether I'm just doing the festival.
Like, it's the best way to just get caught up on
yeah.
what was important last year, film-wise.
How do you feel about, like, the Academy and everything?
I mean, I wish it was done differently,
Mm-hmm.
because it is basically just like a circle jerk.
Wow.
The people who nominate and vote on the movies are also the people who make the movies, and it's all just like very self-perpetuated.
Yeah.
I wish there was more outside influence, but in the end, it doesn't really matter who wins. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, this movie won, so it's the best movie of last year, no matter what, because it won the Oscar.
Yeah.
Like, it's not that important, but it's fun to, guess. I put a lot of thought into my predictions.
Right.
Sorry, go.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, I think the idea of an awards ceremony or any sort of, like, higher end of critique and review is, great and everything. I don't know, I feel as though, like, the esteem of it is kind of questionable at times, like, and this is a chip on my shoulder particularly, but, like, I love the animated category, just as I love the genre of animated movies, but they just don't give a crap, period. They don't watch all.
Especially this year. It's very apparent that nobody saw any animated movies this year except for Coco.
Right, and Coco better win because Boss
gonna
Baby is
win.
its competition.
Well, it's competition in, like, people who have seen those movies is Loving Vincent, probably. But nobody's seen Loving Vincent, so nobody's going to vote for it.
Well, the thing, though, is that because they they release their critiques on some of these movies or their thought process, most of them abstain from voting.
Yeah.
Like, that's the other thing is that, like, this can't be taken seriously if it's purported that it can't be, good or it's not worth watching. I mean, a lot of times when Frozen was nominated and everything, they all said, oh, my kids love Frozen, so I vote for that. Like, that's it. But, like, you have movies that actually get up there, like, Princess Mononoke, and you have, Spirited Away and Anomalisa, and, sometimes those really get acknowledged, and other times they just, I didn't watch this because it's animated, and I'm an adult. What?
The last year, the year that I realized that nobody really cares about the Oscars is the year that Inside Out beat Anomalisa. And it's just like, oh, it wasn't that they thought Inside Out was better, it's just that nobody saw Anomalisa, so nobody cared.
Right. And Anomalisa was high art. Like, it was
such high art.
It truly could be.
It could have been nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah, it should have been, but no one saw it because it was quote unquote animated, and it's sad that that's kind of the status of where we're at. I don't know. I want the Oscars to be what it is. I think in thought and in spirit, but time and time again, it's just kind of shown that it's just sort of a political game. Like,
it needs, for that to be true, it needs to not be so self-involved.
Yeah,
it needs to be like critics are the ones doing this, or I don't want to say audience because audience will vote for like Batman versus Superman.
Yeah, no audiences should not be allowed. I don't know. I mean, there has to be some way of doing it, but then again, the whole Oscars thing. I mean, it's all business. I mean, it is self-reported because that's what it is. It's what it started with. It's not any sort of higher ups or any higher. It's just people got this as a position and job, and they make so much money off of ads and revenue from people that they sponsor. And I mean, that's the other thing too, is that when people lose, they don't really lose. They get a huge
like they still put Academy Award nominee on their like DVD covers and shit.
I was gonna say not just that. I mean, that's a good point. But I mean, they get a prize. They get a consolation prize that is ginormous, and like just to be nominated is not only an honor, but it's a lucrative thing to get.
Yeah.
And it's boohoo sometimes.
And that's why a lot of people get like up in arms about which wins out of which, and not necessarily for like Best Picture, but more in like the actors and actresses positions. But that all you need for like your career is to get nominated.
Oh yeah.
Winning versus nominated isn't as much of a jump as nominated versus not nominated.
Right.
So like Timothée Chalamet, not gonna win, but he got nominated, and he's like 22.
Right.
So that's gonna be huge for his career.
Big deal.
Yeah.
Because always, as you said before, like he will always be Academy Award nominated actor. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's good. I mean, for that alone, that's worth being. So I mean, I think that most people's thought processes, though, when it comes to acting and movies, Oscars are the number one. Like, what do you think about that versus the Golden Globes or?
I think that's just more how the culture went. Like, it could have gone. Golden Globes was the number one thing, and the reasoning for it could have been, well, the Golden Globes is the Hollywood Foreign Press, so it's people from all different countries voting on stuff. So it's more like a world-wide idea of what should win, rather than just Hollywood, just the Academy of Actors and Writers and Directors that work in Hollywood.
Yeah.
but just somewhere along the line, the Oscars got the recognition. And I don't really know the history of it, so
Right.
maybe it wasn't as much of an accident as they're making it sound like.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. The Golden Globes is weird too because they break up the categories.
Yeah.
From dramatics into like musicals and comedies, which why not break those up?
Right. Odd combination right there.
Yeah.
And then the other thing too, of course, they take into consideration television, which it's
Mm-hmm.
weird because like that almost for some reason it makes it seem like it's less good because of this, but also like television is grossly surpassing movies in an alarming rate these days.
But I think also the Oscars, especially for film, is seen as most important because it's only film, and it's pretty much the only award show, aside from like the specific guild award shows, that has awards for like cinematography and like sound mixing and film editing and costume design and makeup. Like Golden Globes doesn't have any of that.
That's true.
So it's like these are aspects of filmmaking that isn't represented anywhere else. So maybe that's why this is the most important one.
Ironically, I would say that most people don't care about those
Exactly.
categories.
Most people don't care.
Right. Well, the other thing too, they have the foreign film, category where these movies could easily be, best movie award.
Mm-hmm.
What's a foreign film? It's basically not an English speaking country is what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Or if it isn't, like for example, and I don't know the history, but behind Call Me by Your Name, but it's a foreign director, isn't it?
It's a foreign director, but I think it was produced by Americans.
Okay, if it's produced by it makes sense. But I just mean, for example, like you could have somebody who is foreign, but they make an English speaking movie and get produced by Americans. Does that thus make it not a foreign movie?
Right.
So it's not a category. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, because the director of Call Me by Your Name, they filmed that movie in the town that he lives in, in Crema, Italy, and it's just like that is interesting as to why it's not a foreign film because there's English in it and that's like a lot of it, and the actors are English, American.
Yeah.
But there's also like a lot of Italian and there's some French. So it's that is I think it tiptoes. I think it probably depends on who produced it.
Right.
Or it was distributed in America also.
Yeah.
Which is determined by the producers. So.
Honestly, maybe that's the biggest thing is like what's its release. To be honest, and it just kind of sucks because like when you see like Tiptoes, like it's quite a drop if you don't get nominated for Best Picture because you're a foreign film. That's huge.
Well, it's also I don't think Canadian pictures get nominated for foreign films.
No, they don't. You're right.
So like, is it just language based? I don't really know.
Right. We should look that up. But
I mean, is that what you were doing?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay.
The article I read was kind of old, but it was talking about like how The Wedding Banquet was got away for Best Picture, but then also for Best Foreign Film.
Okay.
And so it was kind of the article's conclusion. Whoever wrote it was talking about how it's like basically he thinks Hollywood deems anything Anglo as like a normal category of films, and then anything non-Anglo is foreign.
Okay.
Yeah, it probably is subjective, case by case.
Yeah.
Just because there aren't any rules and nobody cares.
Right. Nothing's real.
Yeah.
Time's a lie.
Anybody have any other thoughts on movies in general?
None. I said everything I've ever thought.
Ever thought?
Yeah, that's it.
I want to talk about this channel and get meta a little bit.
Okay.
That's also why I wanted it to be like not a guest this week. That doesn't operate outside of the channel,
Sure.
so we can have this conversation.
Yeah.
And somebody doesn't feel left out just sitting there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know we kind of did that with The Amazing Race.
I mean, I really do feel ambushed though now that you're bringing this up. So there's that.
Yeah. So we need to start making money if we want to keep putting these podcasts on iTunes.
Does it cost money to put on iTunes?
Well,
It's going
so
to.
how it works is that you can't just upload a podcast to iTunes. You have to upload it to another site,
Okay.
and then there's a special link to that playlist of where you upload it that you have to give to iTunes, and then they, I guess, run it through that.
Sure.
So we use SoundCloud. We upload the audio versions of these podcasts to SoundCloud, and our SoundCloud account is linked to our iTunes podcast account.
Okay.
Well, SoundCloud has a premium service and a free service.
Okay.
And we've maxed out our data usage on the free service. So any new podcast we upload, the oldest one will go invisible.
So are you suggesting we prostitute ourselves out? Is that where we're going?
I'm just suggesting because we don't have a following. Like, we have 128 subscribers.
That's unbelievable.
Right? Crazy, but, like, it's not enough. Like, it's just a foot.
Yeah, we're right.
Like,
right.
we need to get to a place where we have a following, we have an audience that we can communicate with, so that we can start generating revenue either through ads, which is another thing I want to talk about. I don't ever want to run ads via YouTube. I don't want to become a YouTube creator, or like I don't want this channel to become YouTube AdSense.
Okay.
Because of all the issues with YouTube, I think it is so much easier if we just either get our own sponsorships and we do like ad reads.
Sure.
Just like, this episode's brought to you by blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Or if we sell merchandise, or if we set up a Patreon account.
Okay.
I think if we just keep this channel not monetized,
Yeah.
we will do away with a lot of the issues that most people on YouTube have.
Like having money.
Yeah. Like, well, most of the people that make their money through YouTube are, I guess, naive enough to think that that's the only stream of revenue that they need to have.
Right. No, I understand.
And that's a bad hole to dig yourself in, and to become dependent on the YouTube money is incredibly unsecure.
Well,
and I feel like if we just did away with not even worrying about it, we would be much better off.
Well, alongside that, doing AdSense through YouTube, you very much have to follow this like cookie cutter example.
It's becoming, you have to be more family friendly.
And because if you behave outside of that, just like the outline of can't only say these words, can't say these words, then like you're not yourself. So
well, that's the thing too, is that stop us right there. We already the name's GEAY. We're out. We lost. Like that's
why I spelled it differently.
Well, regardless, if there's someone's gonna flag it. If we rely on YouTube revenue, we're gonna get nothing. So I agree with you on that, and that's a really good point that you brought up, TJ. Because I mean, right now we're already behind.
Exactly.
And that's fine. Yeah, it's fine. We don't need that. That's good.
Yeah. And so I feel best right now if with the little following you have, like we don't have a foot in the door, we have like a pinky in the door right now, and I feel like Patreon is the easiest way. As we don't have a backing to sell merch to, or
Patreon definitely be the easiest way, but it's also the one that you need the best following for.
Right, that relies on
it, because it relies on your audience donating monthly, just like giving you money because they support you.
Right,
which is a very generous thing that any audience would ever do.
Oh, of course.
I give $1 a month to a YouTuber. Your movie sucks.
No, okay, yeah, makes sense.
It's the only Patreon I support, but I also support Rooster Teeth. I'm a sponsor there, so I pay $10 every 6 months.
Is that what it is?
Well, that's the oldest. Remember when I told you that the prices are changing? You should get it. It's because I've been grandfathered in since then. Now it's like $3 a month.
Wow. I mean, it's not bad, but
it's not bad, but I pay so little, and I get all the services that all these people are.
Right.
I tried getting a first subscription today. Thing's not working.
It's not working.
No. So when I click on it,
Teeth. What are you doing?
Yeah. I want to be a first member, but page is down. It says
they had a lot of issues with their store over Christmas. Yeah.
Let's look at like getting Squirt or Starburst or something like that. Something fun.
For a sponsor?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm totally down.
I love Red Vine. Not paid.
Let's just throw out a bunch of brand names.
I mean, we can like talk to like Kate's dad. I mean, he owns a graphic design company, so he's working with companies all the time. You should get like a sponsor.
Okay.
But I think we have to be more of a following for that too, because what's in it for the sponsors if nobody watches these videos?
Very true.
It's an investment on the idea itself.
Ooh.
That's why we go to a family friend and their company.
Nepotism.
And we'll work our way up.
Yeah, I'm fine with that too.
Yeah, but so the the SoundCloud thing, we need to start paying it's like $10 a month or something.
Oh, I get that.
So it's not a lot.
No. Especially if everyone in the group channel chips in.
See, that's the thing. I know a lot of business majors because I'm in a fraternity and that's all they do.
You must be an expert.
Wait, you're in a frat?
I might be in a frat. Who knows? But I've heard that the worst thing you can do for a business is to invest your own personal money into it. Mm-hmm. You should set up the business so that it makes its own money, and so that's why I'm afraid to just buy the subscription. Mm-hmm. And the other thing is I don't know if people even watch it on iTunes or listen to it on iTunes. I have no way to check.
That's the thing, yeah.
I've looked. I have no way to see what the stats are or the analytics on any of those.
Mm-hmm. Well, also the thing is, are there any other sites or services we could use to upload to iTunes that would be cheaper than $10 a month?
There might be.
Have you done research on that?
I think I tried once. Don't really remember any of it, so
Mm-hmm.
it's as if I hadn't.
Makes sense.
Could we save it until we work on getting a following enough where we can do that?
So like that brings me to like, we can't just build a following on these podcasts.
Yeah.
Like they're fun. People like them. People who we know.
All 128 of them.
Yeah.
Is that 120? Let's check.
If it's
But
not,
it's
then
like
say
we
lower
only
number.
upload one a month, even if that. Most of my fault. I'll get this up.
I will say you have been doing a lot low, end of your share.
I know, and I definitely feel like, so this is a channel that I sort of like my idea was that like we have a bunch of different people who work on this channel and they upload their specific content,
Yeah.
and then like you generate a following from that. So like there are people who come just for this person's videos, or there are people who come just for this person's videos, and they're all sort of like disconnected. But then there are podcasts like this, or there are bigger things like create big creative projects, or
Yeah.
just various things where we all work on it.
Yeah.
And so that's what's cohesive and unifying about it. But like if you have all these people targeting different niches, then you'll build the following, like picking from a bunch of different places, and I think that would work. That's my idea, but the problem is we don't upload anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, content creators on our awesome content created channel is lacking.
Right, there's 6 people who create for this channel, and
Is it 6
you've
people?
never seen 3 of them,
True. Yeah.
and
I
that's
don't
not
even know.
necessarily like attacking them. Like, I know. Well, one, Caro really only wanted to get involved to do the social media.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. So I don't
And so
know.
like I don't have any like pressure. Or Reed only got involved to
Slippery slope there.
do the social media, and like so I don't really have any pressure on her to create anything unless she wants to.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Brendan's busy all the time, and I'm sure Cameron's busy too. But it's just that like I want everybody to get something started now.
Yeah.
And like I that also falls on me because I have, aside from the podcast, I have one other video,
Yeah.
aside from like the old stuff that like doesn't really count.
Mm-hmm.
And I need to make that series, like my movie review vlog series,
Mhm.
more weekly, which I'm gonna try to do.
Yeah.
But I feel like if all 5 or 6 of us have some kind of weekly show, we'll get enough of a following by the time RTX rolls around, so we can try to be those RTX ambassadors.
Yeah.
So I want to get your opinion on that, because
Me or
Austin?
Hmm.
Did you click on that link that I sent in the group?
Which one?
The RTX group.
I know, but which link?
The one that's like, I sent a link and it said like, Double Takers host RTX ?
Oh, absolutely not. No, I didn't see that. No.
Basically, RTX Sydney is a week from now.
Yeah.
Correct.
And at that event, they're introducing this thing where content creators from the community, the Rooster Teeth community, will host RTX. So they'll introduce panels, they'll interview Rooster Teeth staff members, they'll be like the names and faces of RTX.
Okay.
And the first group that they're rolling out with this is called Boneyard Arcade,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and they have like 1,300 subscribers.
Okay.
So they're not looking for people with huge followings, but they're looking to give exposure to these
Yeah.
small
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
creators
Mhm.
that got started because of Rooster Teeth, which I would say is us. And
Sure.
so, if we have content and presence, I feel like we could easily do that.
Yeah.
And I want to get your opinion because you've never been to an RTX. So would that even be should we even worry about that? Because would you be comfortable even trying to host? something
Oh,
you've never
yeah.
been to?
I'm comfortable doing that.
Okay, cool.
I think it'd be fun for me because I'm like, I don't know what this is. Like,
Yeah,
I'm along
that'd
for
be-
the ride. Like,
Yeah.
So I feel like we could do a great job, the 6 of us.
No, definitely. And like, I'm looking at their channel right now, and I mean, they have just under 1,400 subscribers,
Mm-hmm.
and any of their videos, they only have 25, by the way.
Yeah, and they don't have a lot of videos.
The most any of their videos has ever gotten was one at 3.1 thousand views. Yeah. And I think it's also just because of the thumbnail is a girl in like a very loose top and it's showing some cleavage. But
a video that we have that has the most views it has 73,000 views, but that's just because of it's my Bo Burnham cover.
Yeah,
it's got Bo Burnham in the title.
Yeah,
I'll take it.
Yeah, so
so
arguably we have more views than them, but
it's all on one video. Like our next most has like 2,000 views.
Wow, good for us.
And those are neither of those have anything to do with the channel.
Yeah, one was from Snapchat.
They're both from Snapchat.
Hey, well, you are hurting my esteem very much.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean,
so we need to get better at promotion. We need to get better at uploading content.
Well, also like they have on their channel they had a preview as to what the channel's about. We need to make one of those.
I want to do that at RTX.
Yes.
Because that's the only time in the whole year we'll all be in the same city.
Yeah.
Because Caro's from Florida, and so we only ever see her once a year.
And then we can get that pinned to the.
She might get accepted. She's a senior in high school right now, and she might get accepted into UT Austin.
Wow.
So that'd be really cool.
Nice.
If she just was there.
Yeah, I mean, as far as like newer content that we've put out, I mean, it's kind of related to our channel and what we're doing. But I mean, the next highest video is your Extra Life shaving.
Yeah, when I shave my head for Extra Life. I don't like looking at that video because it reminds me of bad times.
Oh wow! Okay, we've all shaved our heads.
Yeah,
but no, so like the reason why I've just been kind of lacking with content is just one, I don't live with my dad anymore, so I don't have the newest system.
That's right.
So I don't really like.
What do you have?
PS3 and an Xbox 360 and a Wii, original Wii.
Oh.
So I mean, I can do some retro plays. Like I can go play start a whole new game of Mario Super Sluggers.
You can do that.
And stuff like that. I also just don't have recording equipment.
That's true.
I don't have a capture card.
I think that's honestly the most important thing.
Probably the most important, yeah. And so, and I know that's my portion was supposed to be more gameplay content.
I figured for gameplay wise, it'd be you, Cameron, maybe you, Austin, a little bit, and we could do group Mario parties.
Okay.
1-2 Switch.
1-2 Switch. Just the group kind of games we could all do as a group.
I just don't think
if we want gaming to be a part of our channel, which we probably would, I feel like that'd be you guys that do that.
I wish we would have recorded more of our 1-2 Switch plays at RTX last year.
Crazy.
Because there was some funny funny videos of
so mad.
He got so mad, and then
I won. It was me and Cameron versus you and Caro.
Oh my god!
And you and Reed. And whenever so it's basically one person from our team versus one person from their team, and it would switch all the time.
Yeah.
So whenever it was Cameron up, he would always lose, and he would get so mad. So he stormed out, and so I had to play against.
He threw the Joy-Con too.
He threw some. It was really funny. So then I had to play against both of them, and so I was getting a workout, but I won.
And then because I just think it would have been so funny of when we were strutting our stuff doing the runway one.
Yeah, the runway one. It's a fun game.
1-2 Switch.
Yeah.
I've never played it.
Oh,
it's a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun. I mean, I don't think anything will be as funny. I don't think we'll ever make a video as funny as the Funhouse video where at least throws the Joy-Con at Adam.
We're also drinking during that, and as soon as
I mean, we can do that this year.
Yeah, that's another thing that's good.
Well, besides Reed,
is that she'll be 18. But the rest of us will be 21, so we can do drunk gameplays, and it won't be illegal.
Okay. It's a good combo. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, and that also ties into our with revenue, getting money. If we're not AdSensing our YouTube channel, we can do drug
we can do whatever we want.
Yeah,
as long as it's not violates the guidelines. So
yeah.
No nudity, no violence, no go hurt people stuff.
Right.
Don't blow PewDiePie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, and so because I had that podcast. We could do we had a drunk podcast idea. I forget what it was. The title.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. No. I said it once. I think we were on our way to RTX, but we were thinking about AdSensing at the time, and so it was we put up like just kind of sidebarred it. So.
But yeah, we're pretty close to an hour now. Anybody have any other thoughts? Anything they want to talk about?
No, I'm good.
No.
Really nothing else to talk
Okay,
about.
cool. Well, thanks everybody for watching. I had a great time. I hope you guys had a great time.
Solid 7 out of 10.
Oh yeah, we never talked about. We're in a different location. I mean, we kind of talked about it, but this is TJ's home.
My new apartment.
New apartment. Very nice. Very
Minimalist.
new.
Yeah.
I was gonna say new.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, thanks everybody for watching. Stay tuned next month, and then hopefully by then we'll have a bunch of other stuff for you guys to watch. Thanks.